Today's daily movement is going to be a sample day from my Prepare, Endure, Survive program that I work with remotely with people online. So if you guys are interested in checking that out, feel free to send me a message or leave a comment below and I'll reach out to you. But today we're going to go over a warm-up, some mobility, a lifting component, a quick little workout, and some core accessory work for the body. So for today's warm-up, we're going to be doing a 5-minute AMRAP. AMRAP sounds for as many rounds and reps as possible. We're going to be doing 5 air squats, 10 reverse lunges, and then you're going to do 10 sit-ups with or without an ab mat, right? So sit up, you sit all the way back and down, and then sitting all the way up. So you're gonna do as many rounds, reps of those rep schemes. For the air squat, the feet are gonna be under the shoulder, toes turned out slightly. You push your butt straight down, hands come out in front, you counterbalance your body, and then you stand all the way up. Remember, 5 reps of those. Then for the reverse lunges, feet are underneath your hip bones. You'll take a step back knee touches the ground, then you'll stand to starting position, essentially starting or finishing off where you returned. You're gonna have a nice big long lunge where you create a 90 degree angle for both legs. If a reverse lunge irritates your legs or your knees, you can always do a forward walking lunge step. Then for the sit-up, again, with or without an ab mat, if you don't have an ab mat, you can do a rolled up towel or sweatshirt. You'll sit nice and tall on your sit bones, legs at an A-frame position or a triangle. You're sit all the way back, shoulder blades touch, hands touch. You swing your arms all the way to the top position. Again, 10 reps there. Nice and easy pace for 5 minutes. After that, we'll do mobility. The first exercise is gonna be a lizard stretch. So you're gonna get a 90 degree angle with the front leg, back leg's nice and long, and we're gonna do 30 seconds of a hold here. You can have your hands staggered like so, both on the floor like I have, or walk those arms out. If that's too much, then you're gonna switch to both your hands on top of your thigh. 30 seconds here, then you'll switch. You'll perform 30 seconds on the opposite side. If for whatever reason the lunge forward is an irritant or too much of a stretch, you can always push back to a dragon position. After that, we're gonna do a pigeon pose. So I'll take this left leg, walk it across my body, drop the shin down to the floor, back leg's nice and long, and we're gonna hold here for 30 seconds. If at any point this is too much, you can always drop your butt and thigh to the side and then hinge forward towards over your shin. 30 seconds, and then you'll switch. Same thing, 30 seconds on the opposite side here. Then we're gonna do a forward fold, a single forward fold. My left leg will be forward, other leg can be tucked in like so, or if you want, you can always tuck it in behind you like this. You're gonna walk yourself forward, you're gonna hold for 30 seconds, nice and relaxed. If you can grab your toe, ankle, calf, knee, thigh, whatever you want, but the body is to relax, hopefully in that position. Then you'll switch. Same thing, opposite side on that single leg forward fold. Then the last one, we're gonna do a little bit of upper body. We're gonna come to a puppy dog position, so knees are underneath your hips, hands are gonna be outside the shoulders. You're gonna drop your armpits to the floor, chin, forehead, whatever you can get to the ground, and you're gonna hold this for 30 seconds. If at any point this is too much, you can always push back to child's pose like so. You can even open up your knees like a V and create a little space for the back. Again, 30 seconds there. That is 1 round. You're gonna perform 2 rounds of this. Now, if you guys get lost or have any questions, you can feel free to look at the program kind of layered out below, and that gives you everything in terms of the movements, but also the time frame if you for whatever reason forget. All right, so for today, we are gonna be doing some lifting, and then we're gonna do a little conditioning piece. For today's lifting component, we're doing a superset, kind of an upper body superset. We're gonna be doing some dumbbells, we're gonna be doing a push and a pull. So some of my program has a specific lift like a back squat, or maybe a deadlift, or we have some sort of bodybuilding component, which I personally love. We're gonna do some sort of pull push with upper body or lower body. Today, we're gonna be doing upper body. We're gonna do upper body press and upper body pull. So think of a press or a pull or a push, right? So think of it like that. So I'm gonna grab a set of dumbbells. Make sure I have even one. The first one is gonna be a standing press with a dumbbell. So the dumbbell's gonna be right at the side of the shoulders, elbows at a 45 degree angle. In this position, I kind of have one dumbbell head off to the side. My feet are directly underneath my hips or shoulders. I wanna engage my entire lower body. So quads, abs, butt, everything nice and tight, squeezed. From here, I'm gonna take a breath, brace, and then I'm gonna press the dumbbells overhead. We're gonna perform 8 repetitions. As I press the dumbbells overhead, I lock out the arms, and then I return the dumbbells back to my shoulders by bending the elbow. So a couple repetitions looks like so. You're gonna find a load that you can do all 8 reps unbroken. Once you've completed that, you'll put 1 dumbbell to the side. You'll then grab a bench, a rack, anything that's essentially gonna elevate your body off the floor, right? If you don't have a rack in your gym, but you have something like so, you can use a cabinet or a box or anything that's gonna elevate you. But in this position, I'm gonna hinge over from my torso. I'm gonna have my left arm out in front. If I decide to start with my right arm, that's fine, but you wanna make sure whatever arm you have out in front, the opposite leg is staggered out in front of you. From here, I'm gonna roll my arm back, squeeze my elbow behind my rib cage, bringing the dumbbell to my torso, and then I return. I'll perform 8 repetitions on one arm, then we'll switch arms again, bench. Ideally, my bench will be in front of me here, but if you only have a cabinet like so, you can stabilize yourself. The reason I like this is it allows you to kind of give us a little bit of support so you can really focus on that single arm row as you perform the exercise on that one arm. So again, the superset will be 8 dumbbell strict press, 8 single arm dumbbell rows on each arm. You're then going to rest about 90 seconds to 2 minutes. I'm giving this a little bit of a guide because you might feel pretty rested after the 90 seconds. Some people that are maybe relatively new might need a little bit more time. So 90 seconds to 2 minutes of rest, and you're gonna complete a total of 3 sets for today. Now, again, this is a sample day of my Prepare, Endure, Survive program. This is designed to be about an hour's worth of training. You'll have the warm up like we just talked about, the mobility, which we just covered, and then we just did the upper body superset that we did for today. We're gonna have some sort of short conditioning piece here I'll share in a second, and a little bit of accessory work. But again, this is about an hour-ish of time. If you need to cut it out more in terms of time frame, 45 minutes, let me know, but I'll give you guys some guidelines as well as what you could do to shorten it up. All right, so once you finish that superset of the upper body, we essentially pushed or pressed and then we pulled. We're now gonna do a little conditioning piece. All we're going to need is 1 dumbbell. We're gonna perform 10 dumbbell alternating power snatches. So the dumbbell will be between our legs. We are going to have our feet about shoulder width distance apart. I'm gonna push my butt back, hinge at hip at the knee, bend at the knee, excuse me. I'm gonna grab the dumbbell, I'm gonna push away from the floor, jump, shrug, punch myself under, and then stand. As I switch the dumbbell, I can do it in front of my face, like so, switching one hand to the other hand, going back to the floor, and then performing the next rep. If you don't feel comfortable, you can place that dumbbell on the ground and then just switch. So again, 10 total reps, alternating arms, essentially 5 on each arm. Then you'll place that dumbbell on the ground. You're gonna step off to the side and we're going to do 5 burpees over the dumbbell. I know everyone's favorite burpees. The chest and belly will touch the floor. I'll jump my feet back, peel myself up. Then I'm gonna jump up and over the dumbbell. That's 1 rep. We'll do 5 total reps. If for whatever reason the jump is hard, then you can always step up and over. If you can't jump up from the burpee, you can always step up from the burpee. So everything can be modified to meet you where your fitness level is at. We're gonna do a total of 3 rounds. So relatively short in terms of reps, but it's 10 alternating dumbbell snatches, 5 burpees for 3 rounds. You're trying to go as hard as fast as possible and perform movements quickly, but also meet the standard of the movements that I just went over and covered for. Now, if you feel like 3 rounds are a lot, you can always scale to 2 rounds for today's workout. Remember, there's a modification. You also want to pick a load that you feel comfortable using. I always give some guidelines or some loading recommendations, like RX prescription, people might call it, but that is just a rough guideline in terms of what weight to pick. I give 3, usually 2 to 3 levels of variations of weights. Pick something you know you can complete, right? Your level of fitness might be different from the other person that's doing the program, so it's all about finding where you are at and utilizing that for today's and also the program workout. All right, once you finish that, we're gonna do 2 rounds at a nice easy pace, not for time, of some accessory work. Now, accessory work typically is gonna be based around the core. The core is gonna be the front, the side, the back of the body. Sometimes we'll focus a little bit more on the butt and hips, other times maybe a little bit of the shoulders. For today, we're gonna be doing 15 hollow rocks for the first exercise. For the 15 hollow rocks, we want to think of the hollow position, which is like so. I'm pressing my lower back into the floor, lifting my upper body and lower body off the ground. From here, I want to rock from my hips to my shoulders, keeping my core nice and tight. Now, if you see this and you're like, nope, can't do it, here's how we modify. We bring one knee in like a jackknife, or we bring our hands by our thighs, palm facing up, or we bring our knees in, both knees in, like a tuck. I can even hold my knees and just do a hollow hold here as well. If you're going to do the hollow hold, you're gonna do a 20-second hollow hold versus the 15 V-ups. So again, hollow rocks, the 15 hollow rocks. The goal here is to keep that body nice and tight. If you can't do the 15 hollow rocks, you can do the hollow hold in that tuck position like so. Remember, there's always modifications no matter what. After those repetitions, you're gonna flip over onto your belly and we're gonna do 10 Superman raises. For the Superman raise, you want your toes and heels together as much as possible. You're gonna have your arms slightly outside your shoulders like a V or a Y, right? We're gonna squeeze our butt, legs, and upper body, lift, hold for a second, and return back to the ground. Lift, hold, and return back to the ground. Performing 10 reps of those, then you can rest as needed, right? Take a little bit of break, performing 2 rounds of that for accessory. Again, this is a sample day of my Prepare, Endure, Survive program. Everything is modifiable scalable, changeable, however you want to look at it. The goal and the intention is to give you the program and give you a layout and a plan that you don't have to think about, right? I also demonstrate and also write it out, the warm up, mobility, some sort of strength component, conditioning. Not every day we'll have a conditioning. We might have some more lifting more so than conditioning, but then we'll also have accessory based work. This is designed to help you feel better, move better, not only in the gym, but outside the gym. So I hope you guys enjoyed this sample day. Feel free to reach out to me any questions. Feel free to leave a comment below. If you want more and you want to sign up for the program, let me know. If you also like this for videos and you want more of these, share with me below so I can also perform more of these for you guys so you have some sample ideas of what I do into my training and in a day kind of into what I have found what works best for me. But the goal again is to help you guys. So hopefully this is helpful. Share this with others and I'll see you guys next time.